The college football season officially kicked off just 2 days ago, and here to tell us more about how you can enjoy all the gridiron action on Xfinity platforms is our resident sports guru and enthusiast, Maddie. Maddie, what do you got for us?
Thank you, David. Yes, the college football season is just kicked off, but the rest of it is right around the corner. I believe the first game took place in Ireland 2 days ago. I'll have to fact check that, but the games kick off in the States, and Xfinity has a one-stop shop for college football for you. On your X1 box, you can browse the destination and select your favorite college teams to set reminders. So for Nicole and David, you're a Penn State guy too, huh?
We are Penn State.
Okay, so for Nicole, a loud and proud Nittany Lion fan, she can navigate to the Big Ten menu under top conferences and deep dive into Penn State football and check in on what the rest of the conference is up to, keeping close tabs on the Ohio State Buckeyes. But for me, who roots for a team not considered a top conference, you can add teams to your list from any conference and set up reminders for start times. So, of course, I am already prepared and have my Temple Owls favorited. So there's some really great games coming up to call out in the first 3 weeks of the college football season. So I'm going to tease a few for you here. On August 31st, Nebraska will take on Minnesota at 8 p.m. on Fox, which will be Nebraska's first game under new head coach Matt Rule. I'm a big fan of his, former Temple head coach. And on September 2nd, Penn State kicks off its season against West Virginia in Happy Valley in primetime at 7:30 on NBC. Nicole will likely be hosting a watch party, I assume.
That Nicole be invited to. Only Penn State fans are coming. So
I'll be there.
David, and we'll get Ashley.
You have to have gone to the college. I was willing to pull for you.
No, Penn State fans. You just have to become a fan. That's all.
Okay. All right. I'll wear my best blue and white to your apartment. Thank you. And on September 9th, we have Texas at Alabama at 7 p.m. on ESPN, where Nick Saban and Alabama take on their first real test of the season after missing last year's college football playoff. I know. I had to take a little shot at Saban there. So there's a lot to keep track of, a bunch of different games on a bunch of different networks, but that's why we're here. If you just say sports into your remote and navigate to the college football menu, all of those games and more will be aggregated for you, so you don't have to write down everything I just said. So get pumped about your favorite universities because college football is back. Since I've been kind of pulling Nicole's chain a little bit because I know she's not a huge football fan, I'm going to broaden the college football follow-up question here a little bit for both of you. I'll start with David. What are your must-have food and drinks at a tailgate on game day?
Oh, so it's interesting. It totally shifts depending on the weather. Like cold weather food is a little bit different. And I guess that goes without saying. But I like a hot dog hamburger situation if you're going to have a little mini grill or something. But early football season, I like a taco dip or something. It's something where your hands are free and not encumbered by gloves, that you're getting in the dip, that kind of thing. But otherwise, I'm really picky.
Okay, Nicole?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, David. So cold weather, like hot chocolate and Baileys, that's always good.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, food, it could be a hot dog or, something easy. But the summer or warmer weather, I'm going to go with water ice and a pretzel.
Oh, you and your pretzels. Nicole's such a pretzel gal.
Hey, Nicole, are you buying a pretzel in the park or from one of the dudes with the shopping carts outside the stadium?
I don't want to expose myself, but I don't want a $12 janky pretzel. I want a real soft pretzel. Yeah.
As I'm telling you, if you don't open up the water, you can bring it inside.
Exactly. Let me just stock up now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All good tips. Yeah, I wanted to ask you specifically because I know how cold it can get up there. And that's a really good point. When you're wearing gloves, you don't want anything you have to dip. That can get really weird, especially if you're doing a taco dip or something like that. So I appreciate your knowledge and input there, you two. So we'll do a college football party where we're not wearing gloves indoors and we can make whatever snacks we want.
Sounds good.
It must have been cool for you, Maddie, going to Temple games at the Link, though, right? That's like what your college experience was.
Yeah, but I was a little kind of a nerd. I was like a sports nerd, so I worked for the media group. So I was actually up sitting in the press box for the
which is even cooler.
I got the fancy snacks. I got the press snacks, which was really nice. So I didn't get to do a lot of tailgating in my college career. So only when I would go and visit my friends at Penn State, and we did plenty of warm drinks spiked with some alcoholic beverages.
Perfect.
The only time I ever saw a college football in stands fight was Penn State versus Temple at the Link. I remember.
Oh, were you at that game?
I was, yeah.
Was that the one that Temple shockingly won?
Yes.
I was there. Yep, I was there.
And there were a lot of fights, and I was like, man, these Temple fans are really brutal.
Yeah, that's Philly. Yeah.
I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't expect it. Like, it was not a good day.
It was a bad day. You know us. But look, now we can all get together here and work amicably. Even though that is one of the greatest days of my college experience was when Temple beat Penn State at the Link in the heat of summer, early in the year.
Yep.
Sorry.
Anyway, that's all right. More of that exciting college football action ahead from Temple and Penn State, and not Nick Saban. Don't miss a minute of college football action. Just say sports into your Xfinity voice remote to browse upcoming games, highlights, news, and so much more.